I had a little kiss by the beach.
A man who wants it does not give up.
The best way to get over a man is to get under a new one. I want to sleep with Bella. Hey guys, welcome back. Cheers. We just got new mics and it comes with a whole setup, so we will be using that cheer button a lot.
We upgraded our entire setup because why not commit?
Right.
We have to commit.
You have to invest in your business, and this is our business.
And I think the draw for me to do a podcast is the mics. I'm so obsessed.
We will be touching it left and right.
I'm so obsessed with like when podcasters are just like, yeah, like
right.
Oh my
it's like, and you're laughing too hard, you gotta push it away from me.
It feels so cool, and we're really excited to really commit ourselves to the podcast.
Not an episode out.
Not a single episode out, but trust, we have filmed and we have learned. We have learned and taken it into account.
Right.
So now we're back, we're better, and we have a lot to say, a lot to talk about because we haven't seen each other in a minute.
Yeah, actually, no.
And I think Sabella should start us out with a quick recap of what she's been up to since when did we last talk?
Like 2 weeks ago. Well, no, we've talked, but
we haven't stayed true to the since yesterday
thing. That's true. Life got busy, but I went on spring break. Cheers. I'm joking.
I'm like, actually, yes.
No, but I went on spring break. Best 1 week of my marches that I've had.
That is so specific.
Like, of all the marches I've experienced,
this was the best
I would say maybe she's up there.
You've never been on a spring break trip before? No, you have.
Where?
A friend group.
I know, I'm trying to think if that was spring break or if that was...
I think you said that was spring break.
Was that spring break? Ah, shit. That was a good one too, though.
That was a good one. That was a good one too.
That was freshman year, though. You know what I mean? Like, of my adult formative years. This one was pretty good.
My favorite spring break of March in my adult formative years.
Make that a quote. Make that a quote somewhere.
Like, and how was it?
What
makes it the best one? You had a kiss?
I had a kiss. Yeah, I kissed an Australian dude.
Was it?
Hey, Harvey. Should I name drop?
Are you guys?
I mean, no, we don't talk. I don't have any of his contact.
Like, are you guys on good terms where you can?
I mean, yeah, I saw him one last time before leaving, and he gave me a side hug.
A side hug?
In his defense, guys. Okay, maybe this is just too open, but I was only. Nah, I'm not, I can't say that. But anyway, so like we kissed, whatever. He was so sweet. He was so charming. But then he was like, "I'm gonna text you." I said, "Don't. I'm not gonna respond."
And
so he never texted me. Well,
right.
Mm-hmm. He listens to instructions. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like, come on, Harvey, you could have at least followed me on Instagram.
Like at least tried a little bit.
Like, come on.
A man who wants it does not give up.
And right. But like, also like in his defense, like we were on a vacation. You know
of course.
But like, also like.
But how was the trip overall? What did you do? Did you have fun?
Yes.
You were with 2 friends.
Yes. You know, we were lit, and by lit, I don't drink, so. Oh. But I was lit. Trust. I was very lit.
The vibes were there.
The vibes were always there, and lots of college students were there. Fine shits were there. You know what I mean?
Girl, they were scared of you. They saw you coming, and
no, because if you were fine, I was there. Like, if you were fine, trust, eye contact was made, and like, I mean, the success rate was kind of up there, you know?
Right. Like, what are we looking at? What percentage are we looking at?
It's like, if I wanted you, I got you. You know?
Period. Okay.
Not really, though. Not really. There was one that was very temperamental and like.
but also for you too, you did not want to mess with that.
So. Right. But like, it's like boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't out there like taking them to my bed, but like, I would take them to the beach.
Oh right. Okay. Yes, we need to mention this. Your spot, along with other friends, the spot to take men was the beach.
The beach, because the clubs were all in one area, right by a beach, like our favorite beach. So it's like, imagine
you took them all there. Romantic. You said, "I know a place," and you took them all there. No,
we only took like. This makes us seem like chorus. We're literally not like. But like, imagine like a long night of clubbing and it's like 3 a.m. and you
want to go by the beach.
You meet this cute guy and you're like, okay, I'm not taking you home, but like I want to take you somewhere. Why not the beach?
Honestly, yes. Is there a lot of ice around? I'm only saying this
No,
in terms of
there's.
safety.
What do you mean in terms of safety? We're not doing
Yeah.
anything but talking on the beach.
I'm saying like for your safety around men who you do not know.
Girl, we did stick together. If like one girl was with one boy, we would just walk back and forth.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
important to remember here. It wasn't just you going to the
Yeah,
beach
no,
with
no,
a
no.
man.
It was the group. We would take. It was a group activity.
It was a group activity. That makes it
It was a
sound
group
terrible.
Oh my god! And also like, what's his name? One of my friends met this Italian guy, and we can't find him in New York. He was so funny.
Oh, just to be friends with
He
him?
was so yeah. No, we want him back. Like we did it. Eduardo. Eduardo, come back to us. Okay, you know where you can
All
find
these
us.
men are.
I'm name dropping. You know, no, I'm not gonna name drop the temperamental one.
No, don't.
He was very temperamental.
We don't know what's gonna happen after.
Cute as fuck though. I'll tell you that much. That's why I took him to the beach. And then he gave me a kiss on the cheek. What the fuck?
Did you focus more on the physical aspects then?
What does that mean?
When you were out there, were you focusing more on the physical?
No,
like,
we talked.
Like he was fine.
He was fine, and I wanted to talk.
Okay.
And kiss, but we didn't get to the kissing part because he was temperamental.
And that's as far as it went. A kiss.
And then he gave me a kiss on the cheek. That's not why I brought you here. Let's be for real. But
he kept it classy. But Sabella had a great time.
Gone but never missed.
She was my pair of eyes in a different country, having fun for spring break because I've never been on a spring break trip.
Right.
So she experienced it all for me and for anybody out there who can't go on a spring break trip or hasn't been.
Go.
But I have a couple questions for Sabella because
I'm scared.
We have discussed, her and I, like spring break myths and what spring break looks like on TV and on movies. And if you've ever seen a spring break related movie, you would know that it's portrayed as a crazy party celebration,
right,
with a bunch of young people acting insane. So I want to see how much of it is true and how much of it is false. And you're going to be...
Bring it on.
You're going to be the one answering it for us.
Yes.
So my first question is, are you partying from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m.?
10 a.m.?
10 a.m. early
10 a.m.
in the morning. Till,
well,
even if it's not you, what have you seen as well?
No, I don't think people were partying at 10 a.m.
What were they
people
doing?
Were on the beach.
Just drinking?
No. People also just wanted to use the beach.
But were they drinking at the beach?
I mean, you know what? No, there were day clubs. They were day clubs. That like are right by the beach, so like you can pay and go and like in your bikini and drink by the beach. But also like, why would you pay? Also, they're expensive. These clubs are like $60+.
Yeah.
So at least for my group and I, like the day was used to go to the beach, eat food. Some people go on excursions. We went on a scuba diving excursion. We didn't scuba dive. We didn't know how to swim. Like technically, the concept is when you scuba dive, you don't have to know how to swim because you have a life vest on, and all you're doing is just floating at the top, looking at these turtles. But for this one specifically, you had to swim to the location where you float.
And none of you guys knew how to swim.
None of my 3 friends and I knew, or like my 2 friends knew how to swim. So we did just stay on the boat.
But was it fun?
But the people that did go to scuba diving, they came back and they're like, "What the fuck was that? We didn't even scuba dive." And they're like, "He just took us to to this location, and he said we're here." And they're like, "We didn't see anything," and we were like, "Oh, okay." So we didn't really miss out. And then we went to like an island. But anyways, I would say that it's like a medium. Like if people wanted to be drinking from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m., then yes, it was possible. But also, I think a lot of people wanted to just enjoy,
chill, tan.
like literally the beach. Yeah.
Because when it gets to nighttime, it gets crazy.
That's when the people are out.
You want to use your daytime to just relax.
And the latest was like I think 3 a.m. is like when the clubs would close.
Would you see people outside?
Yes, people would congregate. Let me tell you, you leave the club and immediately you're bombarded by men. At least as a woman. And we loved it.
We'll touch on that part later. Yeah. So we'll save that. But
and also there would be like afters at resorts. So if you went to a resort, we didn't. But I know that like resorts would throw afters.
The resort itself, not the individual guests. Like the resort.
No, yeah, like the resort would throw parties for their guests after the club.
Wow.
Yeah, we were invited to them, but like we didn't go.
I would like to see how many people
I
go to
know,
that.
but it's like he only invited one of the girls, and he's like, I don't know if I can get the rest of y'all in, and we were like, well then,
Then we're not doing it.
boo hoo.
I love how you guys came in a pack. So actually, this one goes into what you were saying. Is spring break the time to hook up?
Oh my god, no, because
Is
like
it-
actually I think so. That's not what we do, but we didn't know that because we don't think that way. We didn't. We also assumed other people weren't thinking that way. We were so wrong. I mean, imagine what these men thought when we were taking them to the beach. I think they thought it was going so
They
well.
said, "Which section are you taking?"
No,
I'm taking her to this.
and let me
one.
tell you, some of them are so blunt and honest, especially the Europeans, because one of them, for one of my friends, he was like, "I want to sleep with." He just flat out said it. We were shocked, and one of the other guys that was with one of the other friends was like, and then boom, 2 seconds later, that's exactly what he was trying to do with my friend. I was like, bro, be so for real. Like none of y'all are getting
So
it.
he goes, "I want to sleep with her."
Yeah,
You're
'cause,
like, "Which one do you want?"
no, no,
And
no,
he's
no, no,
like, "I
no,
want to
because
sleep
no,
with
no, no.
her."
He'd already claimed. Okay, let's call her Bella. Okay, so it's like Bella and Sarah. So Bella met her man. They were walking the beach together and everything, and then he met back up with me and Sarah and her man.
Okay.
Right, and then he just randomly goes, "I want to sleep with Bella." Mind you, we were what? And then I had to be like, "I'm gonna tell you this right now, it's not gonna happen." He said, "What?" And then he walked away respectfully. Good.
Mhm.
He understood no. And then Sarah's dude acted all shocked, only for him to 2 seconds later and be like, "Hey, be honest with me." I said, "Boy, get out my face right now." No, it's not gonna happen.
I think that's insane.
Yeah, so all of them, even my temperamental dude was like, I assumed we were either gonna, or I was like, mm-mm.
So they're coming up. Okay, you go out, you go to the club, and these men are thinking, which girl here
I think
am I gonna potentially hook up with?
maybe not like that, but it's just like the culture. Like I think a lot of like even the girls, I'm
Mhm.
sure, like
Mhm.
it's just to hook up, which okay, I guess makes sense. We're only there for a week. Like
Right.
who's trying to create me?
People are
Who's
there
trying
to
to create these
party.
deep connections?
Right.
Me and my friends. Like that's on us.
You said this can't be a week-long thing where I see you and I kiss you and then
No,
we
right,
hang
like,
out and build sandcastles.
right, right. No, because actually we wanted vacation booze so bad,
What is it, like a bay? No, that's different. I was like
but
a vacation.
like I don't know, but that's on us. That's on us. But it was still very fun to just talk to these men
Yeah.
and like watch them fawn over you.
So
really.
I think this is pretty interesting. Sabella said that they would get out of the club would close, and these men would just bombard them.
On God, no, I'm telling you, we had this joke where I'd be like, okay, let's pimp ourselves out, but we didn't even really have to do that. There was this one time we walked out. I was just trying to tell them how I felt about the club. I was like, okay, guys, before we even pimp ourselves out, let's have a conversation about
debrief,
how,
yeah.
yeah, like how did the club go, like whatever. And I went, in my opinion, boom, men. I was
A
like,
group of men.
bees over. But like only because like I just wanted to do a debrief. Like we wanted the attention,
Right.
of course, but after the debrief, and then they left, and then I was like, okay, let me get back into it. I said, my opinion. Boom, another one. At one point, we were actually just surrounded, but like at the same time, like they were so funny and dumb. Like
Right.
I acted all sorts of stupid. This was my time to rage bait to the max,
Mhm.
and rage bait to the max I did.
You're not gonna be held liable because
And
this is
nobody
a
could
different
say
country,
shit.
and you might
Yeah.
not see them tomorrow.
No, but also like they want my friends so bad, like they can handle what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I went crazy. Ugh. But there's a lot of cuties though. A lot of German men.
And that's it.
There's a lot
That's all
of
she
German
cares
men,
about. She has a thing
but
for
there's
German
only
men.
one in my heart. There's
Oh
only one-
man.
But no, a lot of British as well.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you actually.
Lots
Is
of
it
Europeans.
mostly a US thing? Is it mostly
That's what I thought.
is it mostly other people from the US going there? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me tell you this. I talked to like one American, I think. Yeah, okay. But most of them were low-key European.
Mhm.
Some of like maybe most of them were also just like international students from the US, but a lot were just European, which I don't mind.
I know, I was like, you have a thing.
love an
Yeah.
accent. My Aussie man, I miss you, Harvey. You know what I
Can
mean?
you show us what that
I've
accent sounded like?
Oh my god.
Or
What the, I don't know. G'day, mate.
I don't think that's what he said.
I don't know, but he was really charming. I will say. I wish I was
This could be the love of your life.
He's not, but he played soccer though. Hey, I was checking a lot of things off my list. Love a soccer player.
I
I think people will find him. I feel like I gave away every single detail.
I don't think they will.
Try.
I don't think they will. If you do find them, please
Try.
send the account to Sabella so she can
Send it to our Instagram since yesterday.
so she can hit them up personally.
Be like, hey, you were mentioned.
Last question.
Okay.
This is not a juicy question.
Yeah.
But
I'm scared.
No. Don't be scared. Do you think? Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't apply if you said you only met one American. Do you think it's mostly a Greek life thing to go out for spring break? Spring break?
I
Like,
don't
can I speak?
know. I feel like if I were in a resort, maybe I would have I could have like more.
You weren't in a resort.
I wasn't. We were like just going from hotels. Because we were originally supposed to be. Oh, never mind.
You're like, we were in this hotel.
I was like,
and it was
specifically-
2 miles south of here.
You're right. No, but we were in a hotel. I feel like a lot of people were also in hotels, but the resorts were also really popular. So I don't really, to answer your question in short, because I really just didn't answer. I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
From what you saw, no, though. You saw more people from different countries.
Yeah.
Coming here or coming there to.
And like
have
in
fun.
the worst way possible. Like we didn't mean to do this. We didn't talk to many girls, so we can't.
Oh.
We can't be like, oh, like sororities were a big thing. But it honestly just seemed like friend groups, like a mixture, like a co-ed type of like friend groups is like what you usually see, or like I don't know. It really wasn't giving separation, like I don't know.
girls here, boys
Like, you
here.
couldn't like clock. That's a Greek person or anything
Right,
like that.
of course.
I don't know. It just felt like every day was a party.
Enjoy it.
It just felt like every day was a party, and multicultural and stuff. Like every person
love
you
that,
talk to
yeah.
is like different, you know.
Wow. Would you go back?
Yes. The fuck. And this is what I. Side note, really fast. That I love traveling outside of America because everybody else is also traveling. So like anytime you run into someone,
Mhm.
they're never gonna probably be where you think they're gonna be from.
That
You
is
know, it's
true,
like-
yeah.
I've traveled a couple of times now, and it's so fun. You be going to these clubs, and we made a joke of it. Like if a guy comes up to you, trust the first thing he's saying, "Where are you from?"
Yeah.
Like where are you from?
Before anything else,
Like-
before your name.
No,
Where are
it's
you
literally like
from?
where are you from, or like where do you think I'm from?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you have the thickest British accent. I don't know, London.
Let me guess. Let me take a wild guess.
Let me take a gander at this one.
Although not everyone's from London.
Yeah, I met a
Manchester?
Manchester guy.
Wow.
He also never added
Bradford.
me.
I don't know. I'm
I
just
was
naming
like-
places where One
Like,
Direction.
how are you gonna invite me to Manchester and not add me on Instagram? Like,
Wow.
right?
It's because okay, something about men when they
They love to talk.
love to talk, and then that first night when they what I've heard from
Mhm.
stories you've told me, and also with other people. No, other people, it's like they'll meet you, they'll say all these crazy things like I want you, I want to be with you forever.
Oh, baby.
The next day, crickets.
You're nothing. You
not
are
gonna
you
lie.
are just but an experience. That's why you can't be an experience. I really was trying to guard myself.
It
from
might
being
just be the liquor
experience.
talking, but also an incredibly beautiful woman is in front of them.
Right,
So
like,
they're gonna
same.
say whatever they need to.
Yeah, in his defense, I was like, I'm not coming.
Here?
No, to Manchester.
Oh.
And also, I be meeting these men like 2 hours before I have to get on a flight. Like, hello? What's up with that?
I know.
That could have
luck
been, that
wasn't
could've
on
been
your
my
side.
man.
It's okay.
It's fine. But yes, I would definitely go back. Me and my friends, you're invited.
Oh, thanks.
Me and Sarah and Bella are like, this should be like an annual thing.
I love that. I think that's great.
Yeah, next one is.
But I don't know. Okay, to be real, I don't know if I would want to, and it's
What?
simply because. So,
Is there a boo button on here? Boo.
in my opinion, I feel like a lot of the things you did during the day, I'm so totally comfortable doing. But like at night, I don't want to stand there and just like wait and like have these men come up and like me just be like, oh my god, when are they gonna be done?
Girl, that was like the last part of it. Like, we were in the club dancing to the music was gas.
Like, maybe.
Gasolina type shit. Like, no, the music was that we were dancing for like the whole time at the club.
My
Like, sure, you'll have men come up to you, but it's like whatever. You could just say no and then they walk away.
fear will be that I'm gonna be subjected to talking to a guy in the friend group because you guys like someone in that friend group and you all have someone to talk to, and I'm just gonna, because I'm not talking to them. I will not talk to
Like,
them.
I hate when a bitch gets a boyfriend and all of a sudden, like, she
Sorry.
can't interact
Okay,
with
because
male species.
It's not that I can't interact, but I'm not gonna go to on spring break, go to a different country in a popular destination for spring break, and then knowing that all the guys are there to hook up and they're
Well,
talking to you guys.
listen,
I'm not gonna talk to a guy in that friend group. I don't know the guy. I don't
you
want to
could
talk to
just
him
talk
personally.
to him
and,
to talk to him. Like,
but
get
I
to
don't
know
want to.
him.
But I don't want to.
But also, like, not all of them are there to hook up. Like, I can't speak for the men.
But I don't want to talk to other men.
But bitch, you can stay home.
I wait for you guys to come home.
Oh yeah, you could stay. You could stay at the hotel with food ready, nice and warm for us.
Yeah. My point
Hey,
exactly.
but one thing about me, I'll tell you to walk away.
Yeah.
Not Bella and Sarah though. God damn it! Like, I was trying
They'll
to
keep
teach
talking
him.
to them.
I was trying to teach him. So just say no, so the next point shits can come up. Like, now we're wasting.
You guys are scaring the
time.
hoes.
Genuinely. Although not by much, because the hoes would still come.
They were waiting their turn.
One of my favorite things is, like, you're clearly talking to someone, another guy will just come.
They're waiting in line.
Like, low key. But, like, not
Wow.
like in line though.
No, but it actually.
But, like, I was talking
They're
to
waiting their turn.
my favorite story was I was talking to this guy, and then this guy that I had previously seen at the beach and had already said, no, thank you, comes up. He's like, I just had to talk to you again. I was like, what?
I gotta try one more time.
And then I just, like, let them talk because they found out that they're both from the same country. And then they just started talking. I said, what about me? You guys were here for me.
I think
What's
that's
this
lovely.
bromance?
You
Bro.
are creating friendships.
They got each other's contact.
Did they get yours?
Well, the one I'd already rejected ended up going to Sarah.
Right.
And then the other one tried to hit up Bella.
That's
But
sick.
it's fine because as I was about to tell him to leave, I saw my fine shit was his friend. He was coming. I said,
Oh, perfect.
Stay. You don't
Perfect.
actually have to move. But he was temperamental, so it really wasn't.
Sabella really lived it up. during
Nobody
spring
will
break.
ever be. I'm joking.
My spring break, just completely opposite. For my spring break, I want to say my spring break trip, it wasn't even, I don't know if it could be considered a spring break trip. I went home to Texas because my grandma needed surgery. And I had to
Girl,
take care
it's
of her.
not spring break because you're not in college.
It happened during spring.
It's just in March
and it was
for
my
you.
break.
Your long
My-
your long break.
My long break. But I mean, it happened around the same time, so I'm gonna compare it.
Have you seen that video? Side note. Have you seen that video of, like, that 30-year-old man that was talking about spring break and then people were roasting his ass? Like,
That's just
you
PTO.
are 30. That's just a March for
That's
you.
just PTO.
Like, but yeah, continue.
Well, I went home and I was literally just with family. Unfortunately, my grandma's surgery did not go through, so I think we should send hate to the people
Or it could
responsible
be,
for this.
a gift in disguise.
It really could be. I think it was
Right.
because it is scary. And anyway, that was my spring break. I went home and I chilled with my grandma. So actually, I had a wonderful spring break.
Why did you get defensive?
I got to go home. I got to see my grandma.
Yeah, you know we love abuelita here.
I got to see her little dog, which you thought was ugly.
It is.
So.
And one thing about me, I'm not afraid to say that a dog's ugly. Don't show me your dog or boyfriend. I'm like,
because Sabella's face will say it all.
no, because side note. This whole episode is just side notes. But I really don't ask people for their boyfriend's photos if they're like, oh, my boyfriend, because, like, I fear I can't control
You
my
can't control
face.
your face.
Right. So it's like I would just be like, okay, yeah, no. Don't show me your boyfriend though. And also, don't ever talk about your boyfriend doing shit to you and then break up with him, because I will say shit, and then if you get back with him, oh, it's over. It's over between you and I, because
Of course.
you made me feel like
That
this
is
was a safe
the
space.
number one rule my mom told me
Oh, what'd
about,
she say?
which is never speak about your relationship to others. Don't speak to me about them.
Oh.
Don't speak to anybody. Although she does want the tea, but like she's told me this
Yeah.
since before, because, and don't tell them about problems with your family either. is what she says.
Yeah, because they can use that shit against
They can use that shit against you, and then they'll also think, oh, no one can support her, or like no
you.
one's there for her.
Oh, that's manipulative.
Exactly. So she said, be careful. Don't
That's
let them know that
insane.
if you have troubles with your family, don't let them know too much, because then they're gonna think you don't have a support system.
But then it's like, what's okay? Now we're just getting.
I know.
Because
This
I'm
is a
like,
different topic.
but then how do you get close?
But it's
Who
true.
cares?
Don't tell your friends about problems with your boyfriend, or else your friends are gonna hate them, and they're never
What?
gonna understand
You
why
can tell your best
you're with
friend.
them. You can tell your best friend.
Like,
Well, I don't know,
you can
but
tell.
I will tell my best friend.
I'll let her know when I get a man too.
I will tell my best friend, but not all your friends, because your friends will just side eye, and then they're gonna side eye you because they're like, "Girl, why are you with him still?" So just be
Right.
careful.
So just do like introspective things,
Yeah,
but
regulate it.
don't be with a bad man.
But how do we get a boyfriend? We need a crush first.
Let's ask you. Like, don't look at me.
Every boyfriend, I want to say, starts with a crush. Before they're a boyfriend, they're a crush.
Or
Would you agree?
no,
Why?
from personal experience. I think it could be a
Maybe he
there's
liked you first.
yeah.
and you
There's
didn't
been
want
multiple
it. Mhm.
situations where like a guy will charm a girl.
I know,
There's like
it
multiple
is.
girls that are like, we were just friends and I truly like never looked at him like that, and then just boom.
But it also starts with a crush. They
That's
end up
not a
but they
crush.
develop a crush after that, and they're like, wait, I like you, and then they.
But but like think about it back in the day when people were dead ass just going on first dates.
And you get a crush during that
No,
first date
you
because
like
it's not
him. No,
official.
now you just like him. I feel like a crush is earned.
And Sabella, I think, has very specific.
I have had
experiences
and still
with a
have
crush.
crushes.
And how do those crushes feel to you? Do you feel deeply with those crushes?
You know, I have like multiple crushes going on at the same time. There's like my ultimate
shit.
favorite. That one I feel deeply in my soul. I miss him so much.
But I think that's so interesting. That's like a difference between us. I am the type of person where I am so loyal to my crush. I will have
I
a
used to
crush on
be.
someone, and I'm like, I can't look at anybody else because
Well,
I'm cheating on my crush.
same, but like
You're
you
open
know,
to it.
option number one currently just isn't an option.
Yeah.
So I try my best to really look for other crushes to replace this crush. And so
How
that's why I'm like, I have multiple crushes going on. I don't really like, I have a crush.
so you use another crush to get over the
Right.
other.
The best way to get over a man is to get under a new one. No crush is
experience.
ever permanent until you either get in a relationship with them or you just move on.
Or you hook up with them and then you're done.
I never thought about that. Why are you hooking up with your crush and then you're done?
I don't know. Maybe you become disinterested.
After having
Well, this is what I sometimes think.
Hell no.
When I was younger and I had a crush on somebody and then they showed interest back in me, I actually hated that. I was like, whoa.
But you just hated the women 100%. Fuck. I hate bitches.
I actually did. Like, I remember this one time I was talking to this guy and I had a crush on him and I really liked him. But then anytime he'd give me attention, I was like, no, I don't want this. Like, please leave me alone. So I would purposely try and get him to not like me. And then when he just like it was obvious I didn't want to talk to him, he would stop talking to me and then I'd be like, wait, but I want him to talk to me.
Girl, maybe you're the problem.
I know, my mom tells me she had the same problem.
What? Me personally, I've never had a crush like me back. Is there a sad?
Really? How many crushes have you had? Can't count them.
I mean, I'm sure if I tried, I can. Like major crushes. I remember I had one when I was in first grade. That Rafa. I'm gonna name the really old ones because I've been trying to find you, Raphael. Where are you at?
I think it's sweet when you can find an old crush.
No,
again.
because I've been trying to find him not because like I want him. Like I just want to see where you're at. Like the fundamental 2 years. I think he dated one of my friends. I also have this thing where my crushes just date my friends, but that's okay. But Rafa, let me know. He moved to New York and I never saw him again.
That is crazy.
Then I think Rafa's gonna be the last one I name because the other ones are home.
Well, I think something about Sabella is also that she is bored. No, she walks into a room. She has to have a crush on someone in that room.
That's not true. Not any room. A classroom.
A classroom, right? So the amount of crushes is not just because.
Yeah, but they're not it's not successful every single time, you know.
But it's also like you don't even really want it to happen deep down. You're just bored and you're like, okay, who here looks best? You, okay. Like deep down, you don't even want all that.
I'ma just say
You just want excitement.
Life is boring, okay?
Life is boring without a crush.
I'm just trying to pick cherries.
Right.
But I've had a couple, like 1 to 2 a year.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I think that's pretty
That's
solid.
not bad.
It shows how you remained loyal to that crush as well.
Yeah, I guess, but I just have to move on because I swear, liking a man just makes them get a girlfriend.
So
That one got a
whenever she
girlfriend.
has a crush on someone, she's saying as soon as that
I manifest
happens,
love for them.
Yeah, but not with her.
Not with me though.
What
can I say?
I think that's beautiful. You have a power.
You know, I also tend to like men that aren't like the ugliest, so it's like not that shocking. Other women want them too. I'm like, fair
just
enough.
natural.
Somebody snatched you up.
What have you been friends with any of your crushes?
Yeah, like a lot of them.
You started out as friends.
Mhm. Yeah, Rafa and I were friends. I liked him purely because of all the men from my middle school. He was the only nice one to me.
I think that's so sweet. So that was.
He was nice. He was always so sweet to me, and I was like, okay, well, might as well like bestow this upon you. And then I told him. I did come to a point where I just started telling them. I was like, I like you.
Oh, just straight.
Yeah,
so you confessed your feelings to all of them.
But for this one, I sent him a text. I was like, I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't want you to do anything with this information. I just have to get it off my chest. I was like, I like you, and then I left it at that.
And did he respond?
I don't know. I think maybe no. I have a screenshot.
Really?
This was literally eons ago. This was like 8 years ago. And then I told another guy I like him, and I told another guy I like him. One of the guys really pissed me the fuck off because you can just be honest with me. I could take a no. I'm a big girl. He talking about I just got out of a relationship. A couple like weeks later, he gets into a relationship with my friend.
He could have just said no.
Word.
He could have just said no.
Like my heart was gonna be fine.
I do find it interesting that you tell all of your crushes.
Not
you
all.
confess to them.
Not all.
I'd be petrified. I don't want that.
Because like here's my logic. I don't confess to all of them. I stopped with the third confession because I was like, wait a minute.
You're like, you said that was enough. So wait, hold on. Before you say anything, with these confessions, are you thinking that they're gonna say "I like you" back? Is that what you're hoping, or are you just trying to get it off your chest?
Most of the times, I'm really. It's like because like when I have a crush, sometimes I just get a little too crazy. In the sense that like everybody will hear about this.
Everybody will
it
hear
becomes
about it.
everybody's problem and then I start hearing myself. I'm like, this is not okay. This is not cute. And also like this is a waste of my time because I could just find out right now.
Yeah.
I could find out right now if this man likes me back or no.
Yep.
So like, okay, a couple minutes of petrification.
But if they say no,
wondering, then I move on.
You do move on. You're
of
able
course.
to. Really?
The second they say no, or even like if the response if there's no response, or if they say no or whatever, like if the answer isn't, oh my god, I like you back, then obviously you don't like me back, which is a-okay because now I'm free.
And
I'm free,
Yana. And on to another crush.
And I also like, there's no reason to be embarrassed. Like crushes, like everybody's gonna have a crush on somebody, like, and then somebody's also gonna have a crush on you. It's like, it's the way of life.
Yeah.
You know. So most of the time, I like to live by the, just go for it because you're either gonna get the answer you want to get, or you're gonna be able to move on.
I'm not able to control my feelings like that.
You can't move on.
No,
even if they don't like
even
you
if
back?
they don't like me back.
Oh hell, baby.
Girl, I've
What?
confessed to one. Well, not only one guy, because obviously my boyfriend knows I liked him. But back in high school, I told this one guy I like you, and he said, like I don't think I reciprocate that or something. He said
I don't
something.
feel the same way.
Yeah, and I still liked him. Because I just couldn't control my feelings like that. I was like, well, I like him. I think about
Girl,
him.
what more do you want?
I don't
He
know.
said-
I think my crushes have always been more like unhinged because I like them for stupid reasons. It's not even like, oh, he's nice to me.
Oh.
My first crush ever was this guy because he reminded me of Troy Bolton from High School
You're
Musical.
sick. You're like your sister.
I
Not sick.
love Troy Bolton. Like,
never. I was never there.
Guys, I'm telling you. Anyway, I'm not kidding.
No, and I was never there for Zac Efron. I'm sorry. Like I like. And I'm
How
sorry.
dare
And I'm
you?
sorry. And I hate to say it, but I was busy. I was busy with Study with a Chance. I was busy with Criminal Minds.
That does not even coincide.
I was busy with Bigger Fish.
Did you know the first High School Musical movie came out in 2006?
Okay, so you
So
wanted
you're
me
busy
to
being
goo goo
fed.
gaga? Like,
Guys, no. High School Musical for me was everything. Troy Bolton was
you're like
everything.
not that much older.
But I was still though 2 years compared to 4. I was able to understand more than
6?
you. 2006. I was 4 years old. You were 2 years old.
Bitch, why did I think? Oh.
He's trying to age me up. Like,
no, I thought I was 4.
You were not 4.
I thought I was 4.
No, but I like this guy purely because he looked like Zac Efron from high school. He was a kid. I was 5. He was 5. And I was like, you look like Zac Efron. Mind you, Zac Efron was like 17.
He was just a white boy with a haircut.
But it was, I liked him. And then I liked this other guy, which me and my friend from that time always joke about the fact that we only liked this guy because he looked like Mason from Wizards of Waverly Place.
Ooh, because I was there for that one.
Mhm.
Looks like Mason.
He looked like Mason, therefore I had a crush on him. But I don't know. I think I have this weird thing where I really love celebrities, and I'm like, which one here looks like a celebrity?
That's kind of weird.
But I stopped more. I think I stopped in high school. I grew out of it.
You started seeing people as people.
I did, but I'm also like you where my crushes are so consuming.
You might be more consumed, baby.
Okay, but Sabella's more vocal
Like,
about it.
Yeah, like no, listen. My most recent crush, like, I need to get over it, but everybody knows about him. The lady at my work knows about him. My other
Pictures and
input-
all.
No, because he's fine.
I just can't do that.
If I could right now pop his photo right here, I would.
You are way more vocal, but I think maybe that's why.
Because it's so fun.
In my head, she's consumed more because she's more vocal about it.
I'm so vocal. And the thing is, as soon as I leave people and I'm by myself, I'm just like, But something around the aura of people just makes me want to talk about me. This also goes for when I have other things going on in my life. Any stress that I have, I really don't.
You lay it out.
Why keep it in? Like,
I think we're alike in that way.
Like, why keep it in? Hello,
we have that in
out
common.
here. Do you have a different perspective? Am I tripping? Like, should I? You know what I mean? Like, and then I take it in, and then usually it feels so much better by like the third person.
Because you just need a rant.
Like, why struggle by yourself?
Yeah,
you know?
why have a best friend if you can't rant?
When others can struggle with you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you think you like these guys for personality and looks, or do you think most of your crushes have been purely physical? This shouldn't take you that long.
Yeah, I go both for personality and for looks, but I will say it's the appearance that draws me in.
Yeah.
Of course, I will never be like, oh, personality over looks. I need to be attracted to you.
Yeah.
Sorry, like I look at that face every single time, and
I fully
I
agree.
need to be attracted to you.
I fully agree.
And if a man feels the same way, then I understand. I can't judge you.
Yep.
Like if I'm not your cup of tea, whatever. But also, though, I will say, yes, your appearance draw me in. If I'm speaking to you and I hear something I do not like, you're cut. You're cut. If you're slightly if I can be converted though. Like if at first I don't like you, but like we start to talk and hang out. That's how the Uggos have been like. You know what I mean? Like you can convert me. You can convert me into having a crush on you by just talking to me. Obviously, like you have to be somewhat in the realm of
what you find attractive.
Yeah, but it's not like so like, oh, you don't look this way, so even though we are like bantering, like it's not gonna work out.
You love a banter.
I love it, but I also love a quiet man.
Yeah, but a quiet man you can have banter with.
Yeah,
because then how would you talk to them?
They just go like this.
Yeah. No, but I think it's really romantic the way in which you have crushes, and I want to stay tuned to see if any of them
Please
do turn
stop.
into a boyfriend.
Please stop giving our audience hope.
Girl,
it's hopeless over here.
It's not hopeless over here.
Hopeless romantic. I just need to hop on a plane at LAX.
And even then.
To get to my dream.
And even then. No, but I also think if you guys have any fun or exciting crush stories you want to leave, if any of them have been successful, if any of them have
Word.
failed, please let us know because
And some pickup
we were
lines too.
vulnerable today.
No, but like actually, me especially.
We were very vulnerable. So please don't let Sabella at least be the
Like,
only one.
find these men.
And feel free to call them out too in the comments. Who knows?
No.
We
And also give me some like pickup lines that you guys have like either used, have had used on you.
Oh, please.
I think we need to bring back the art of pickup lines.
And she's single-handedly doing that.
And I think hear me out. Y'all write them in the comments next time I go out to the bars.
We'll
I'm
see.
gonna use them,
Yeah.
trust, and I'm gonna film it. I don't know.
We will see what the success rate is on that.
No, we need to bring back the art of
Pickup lines. We
Yeah.
need to bring back the art of dating.
Cause stop hitting me with what's your name. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, I think that's a great starter.
No,
What is your
hit
name?
me with
How should I
oh my
address
god, you're
you?
beautiful. Do you want a drink? Even though I don't
Oh.
drink, but I'll take a Diet Coke.
That is your favorite.
I'll take a Diet Coke. But like it's like I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like I'm bored. Where are you from? The universe. Like
What is your
the
current
world.
favorite pickup line?
there hasn't been any. Well, because they don't use them.
What one you would use on someone?
As a woman?
You literally said, guys, leave a comment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll do it, but like, it's not gonna be like serious or anything. I do love when they just be approaching me talking about you're gorgeous.
This is spoken by a woman who knows what she wants. So,
Yeah, I want a man that compliments me.
very specific.
I'm very egotistical like that.
So if any guy sees Sabella that's listening to this and sees Sabella at the bar, you know exactly what to do and how to get her
Right.
number.
The requirements are taller than me, not white, mustache and a goatee.
She accepts the white.
Matt Donovan, you could have a chance.
Matt Donovan and his friend at this point, girl. Like,
Matt Donovan, if you want me, I got a friend for your friend. You know what I mean? Like, no, and if you got a beanie. But yes, like I was saying, Matt Donovan, you have a chance. Goatee, mustache, beanie, bomb ass beanie. Don't come with no random ass beanie. Like, it gotta be cool. But yeah, and a fat wallet.
of course, I think that's
I'm
That's
joshing
a very
around. I'm a
minimum.
genuine girl.
get to know her.
Yeah, let me get to know you. Let me take you to the beach.
I know a spot.
Yo, like right before we end this, we were walking. We were walking my temperamental dude to the beach. We saw homeboy from the other night.
Right.
Walking past, he was like, "What the fuck?" We were like, "Oh, hey."
Because he knew.
He's
He
like,
knew that you were taking him to the spot.
That wasn't my man from the other night though.
He
so,
felt
like,
used.
No, that wasn't my man from the other night. That was Sarah's. So
Not your beef.
that's Sarah's thing to squash. But anyways.
But anyways, guys, we had so much fun talking today. We're so glad and excited that we could finally do this because
Proper setup.
we have a proper setup and it makes us even happier to do it like this.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for joining in and for listening if you were listening or for watching if you're watching this. We're excited for the next episode.
Yeah,
and to
we
talk
are,
again.
of course. Bye, guys.
Bye.